is John Burris. I am the varsity boys basketball coach at Mechanical High School. I feel like we have a lot of things we can build from last year. It's nice to have your three leading scorers back. Josiah Ball, he's led the state scoring last year. AJ Kelly, he was about 17 a game, which for a lot of teams would be their leading scorer, but on our team, he's our second scorer, which is pretty nice. And then of course, Fuddy Kyle, who he's good for about 10, 12 points a game. And I think this year he can maybe up that a little bit. And they all are comparable, but they all have different things they bring to the team. They've been leaders as a younger player. Now they're seniors, so that leadership should really come out this year and during their senior year. And then we have other seniors, Landon Adams, good three-point shooter, good guard. Devin Murray, kind of a swing player, guard forward. He's improved a lot, and I like what he's bringing. Braylon Nipper is another guy that, he came up from the JVs. He stuck with it. So we have 6 good seniors, and Caden Richards, he'll be in there from the junior class, and Nate Rader. And that's pretty much our first group of guys that kind of give us hope for this year. We don't have the size we did last year. We lost Ethan Zeiser. He's about 6'4", and MJ Ellis was 6'5". So we're giving up some size, but we're gaining some ball handling and guard play with the guys we have coming in to help this year. Well, I think every year you're always looking to have a winning season. I think that's always a starting point. When you've coached for a long time, you know the value of, if you have a long season and you don't win, it can be a really taxing season mentally. But if you could find a way to have a winning season, that's kind of a starting point. Last year we were able to win the county, which winning that at Peru was a big thrill for me, being a former player in Miami County at North Miami, and winning the county as a player and then to do it as a coach was really awesome for me personally. And then for the school to go in there and win at Peru was, that's something I'll never forget, winning that. So that's always a goal, is to win the county. That's at North Miami this year. And that'll be fun for me to go back there after teaching there for about 30 years. So if we can do well there, that would be nice. And then, of course, we have a big conference. We have 10 schools in the conference. If we can win the conference, that would be a huge accomplishment. And then that all leads to the sectional. When we get to the sectional, that's at Logan Sport this year. And Logan is, they're coming down from 4A to 3A. So that's going to be a little bit of a change having them in our sectional. But, Peru's in there, Northwestern, Twin Lakes, West Lafayette. It's a pretty tough sectional, but definitely one we can compete in. So, and we want to get better. That's another thing. We want to improve, and we don't want to stagnate during the season. We always want to be pushing to be playing our best, when it counts in these tournaments, conference games, and we want to learn from the season. We want to grow as a team, and when it's over, we want to feel like we've accomplished something, but we also want to feel good about, being around each other, have a good time, enjoy it. It's a long season, so you want to make sure you enjoy it. I think our biggest challenge is a tough schedule. I think, you've got Manchester in the conference, who's really got their team back, at least their key players. You've got some tough teams coming in. Northwestern's joining into our conference. Cass came in. So the conference is getting tougher by who we're adding. And then the teams we're playing, like Brownsburg, who we played last year. We've added Kokomo this year. We're starting out by scrimmaging Homestead, who, they're kind of a state power in basketball. So we've kind of upped the schedule out of conference, and then our conference is very challenging with who we're up against there with those 9 games. So I would say our biggest challenge of the conference would probably be Manchester. There's other schools in there that are going to make a run at the conference as well, but I would say if we can get to that last game against Manchester and have a chance, I think we'll have met some of our goals. But it's going to be a lot of big challenges this year just to navigate through the schedule. I think this senior class has been part of a lot of successful teams. When Josiah Ball was a freshman, he started, and that team won 18 games. Then the next season, when we lost those 2 guys, and that's the year I came in, we were still able to win 16 with losing, the Betzner kid and Maben. Losing those 2 guys was, a lot. So these kids had to grow up. We had AJ Kelly and Fuddy in there as sophomores, and Josiah Ball with Bauer Maple, and then other kids mixed in there. But these guys have always been part of winning teams, and they were really good in middle school. Now here they are, their junior year, they won 15 games. So, they're pushing where they're going to be a team that could really get a big number of wins for 4 years. I think they've been about winning. We won the county last year. They've won the conference as a group, being part of the team that won it a few years ago. So I see this year as just being kind of a culmination of their career here. They've been a winning group, and I expect them to continue that this year.
All right, that's it. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.